Welcome back. This time I'm going to show you some advanced format or formatted output. So let me just instead of explaining, I'm going to go deep into the just go and we're going to have our hands on a real project. So just click on new project and control application, C programming, and this one we're going to choose session number 1. This one is for formatted output, so we can have the output in a formatted way, and we're going to choose our project folder like we have last time, which is the VT game anyone can code C programming, and we're going to copy this one. Is session number 1 formatted output. Paste this one here. We're going to open it here. Save the project. Now click on save again to save the main file. Save again. Now for the formatted output, I'm going to print some employee information such as this one. Printf, I'm going to print a bar here for the like table border, or for you to see the width of each of the field of the data that I'm going to display. I'm going to use a D for the number of the staff numbers, then another bar for, let's say, another string for the staff name. Then I'm going to use staff name. I'm going to use another bar for the salary, which is a float. Then I'm going to put inside here the number 1 is digits. The string is, let's say, Mr. John is fine. Then the salary, let's say, let me make 200.0. Remember to put 0 here to make sure it's a float number, 0.0 here. If you put an integer, it will not display. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to display another employee. Let's say 3 employees is enough. So this one is employee number 2. This one is employee number 200. Okay, you can make it 1, 2, 3, but I want to make them differences in length, so that later on we can format and you see the differences. This one is going to be let's say Mr. Smith, then Mrs. Alice, let's say. Then we want to change the numbers. Just to change, let's say, dot 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 222, let's say. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Let's just try to run this. I can save and run it, compile and run. You'll see when we display it, just display all of them in one line this way. So I'm going to make a new line here, create a new line, create a new line. Okay, then we're going to compile and run. You'll see they break down to the line. You'll see, however, the alignments of the data is not nice. So let's say I'm going to assume that the employee, my employee ID here, is going to have a maximum 5 digits. So I want the employee ID to be displayed with 5 digits. That's why I'm going to put here 5. This one is the first types of modifier that you are using, which is, let me see. First types of modifier that you're using, this kind of modifier is called field width modifier. And if you put 5 over there, which means the field here or the digits here are going to be displayed with 5 spaces. Okay, and then similarly, other one will be displayed with 5 spaces, other one will be displayed with 5 spaces. And if you run it now, you'll see so now this one you have 5 spaces in total to display number 1, 5 spaces to display number 2, another 5 spaces to display number 3, and also number 200. And this one is a minimum one. If you have more than it, it's going to display more. Similarly, you'll see the name is not aligned well. Okay, the name is not aligned well. So let me just give spaces for the name. Let's say, let's just make it 20 spaces for the name. So this one you'll have 20 spaces for the name, also 20 spaces for the name, and also 20 spaces for the name. So you can run, you'll see the result right now. So you have the spaces for the name is 20. Okay, spaces for the name is 20. Similarly, you'll see from here now the spaces for money right now is like this. I would like to have also, let's say, 10 spaces for the salary. So I'm going to put here 10 spaces for the salary, 10 spaces for this float number, 10 spaces for this float number. So if you execute this one now, you'll see. Okay, now you have 10 spaces. It's exactly 10, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for precision. One is for space. This one is 10 spaces, so you don't see anything. So I'm going to put, let's just make this one as 15 spaces. Fine, just make it 15 so that you can see some extra spaces there. Okay, some extra spaces there. Okay, 15. Next kind of modifier you want to see from here is for numbers, aligning them on the right hand side is right. Let's say for this one, aligning them on the right hand side is right. But for text, they should be aligned on the left. So how can you align it on the left? This is the case that you should use another modifier, which is the minus modifier, so that it's going to align your data on the left. Okay, align the field on the left. So let's say the name you would like to align it on the left, you're going to put here a minus sign. This one is another minus sign, and this one is another minus sign. And when you run this one, you'll see all the names are aligned on the left. Next thing is, let's say you may have different numbers here, but you prefer all of them to have 5 digits. So if they have some if they have lower than 5 digits, you're going to be able to pad them here, pad the zeros here, okay, before the numbers there. So in order to do zero padding, you're going to put this one as 0 here. So you're going to pad 0. If that digit is not occupying the whole 5 spaces, you're going to be able to put 0 for that as padding. 0 and 0 here for padding. So if you execute this one, you'll see you have all 0 padding. Okay, all 0 padding over here. Next kind of things is for money, the precision here by default. For float, the precision is 10. For float, the precision digits is 10. 6. Okay, 6 of them here. 6 digits for precision. For double, it's going to be 10. However, for money, the numbers precision should only be 2, so it should be cut until here off. So in this case, we should just specify for that float number is after the dot, it should be 2 digits for precision only. After the dot, 2 digit for precision only. After the dot, 2 digit for precision only. So this one is the precision. Okay, this one is precision. Also, the 0 padding one is the one that you learned before. Okay, the 0 padding is the one that you learned before. And also for the precisions, let's just test the precision. Run it. You see now they have only 2 digits over here. Only 2 digits over here instead of more than 2 digits. These are most frequently used modifier. You'll have a lot more modifier like long, L for long, or H or short, or so on and so forth. But these are the most frequently used. As my aim again is to not to exhaust everything inside C programming, but to show you most frequently used thing and anyone can code C. Okay, I hope this one is easy for you. Okay, I will upload the materials or source code on the sites as well. Bye bye.